Hello everyone and a warm welcome to Canada and the Ford World Men's Curling Championship 2017. We're here in Edmonton. It's in Western Canada in the province of Alberta. Around a million or so people live here. And it's just at the turn of the year between winter and spring. This is the very well-known high-level bridge. Lots of ways of getting into the city. Road, rail, plane. The city's on the Saskatchewan River, North Saskatchewan River. And this is the Northlands Coliseum in Edmonton, previously home to the ice hockey team here, but huge event, the 2017 championship. And this is our featured game on the final day of the round robin. It's Canada against Italy. I'm Alison Walker. And alongside me, Luke Coley, will be bringing you live commentary on the whole of this game and keeping you updated on all the other games going on. The sheets as well, 4 sheets of action. And it really is a very, very important day. Not just in terms of getting into playoffs and qualifying.
Let's meet the teams here in this feature one, Alison. Canada, their lead, Jeff Walker. Second, Brett Gallant. Their third is Mark Nichols. And skip, Brad Gushue. The undefeated Canadians trying to stay perfect so far this week. They'll be taking on the Italian side in this morning game. Daniele Ferrazza, the lead. Their second, Andrea Pilzer. Their skip, Joel Retornaz. And their fourth, throwing final stones, Amos Mazina.
Yeah, looks like a little bit of a mismatch the way Canada have been playing this week. Hugely impressive. Look at that at the top of the standings. 9 wins, no losses. Sweden right on the coattails. They've qualified as well. And so much still to happen between the remaining teams propping up their Olympic qualification points at stake too. So such an important day today, this final day of round robin action. So these are the other games. On sheet A we have the USA against the Netherlands. On sheet B it's Russia, Germany, Japan, Switzerland on sheet C, and this one our featured game taking place on sheet D. That's Canada against Italy. So atmosphere building inside the arena, and a few hardy souls have made their way in for the morning action. A few more trickling in, and what a treat we have in store for them today in our featured game. It looks like a mismatch. Look, how do you think, firstly, Italy will be approaching this?
They've been playing solid all week long. It's already their best performance at a World Championship for Joel, so nothing to lose. They know they have a chance at a tiebreaker in the tiebreaker scenario. They need some help. They got to win their games first and then see how the cards fall. But that's not necessarily as much. It's just building, get that experience. They get to play Canada, go out, put on a good show, and have some fun. Like, go out, just...
But you still always got the slight chance and the belief that you might actually pull off an upset. Canada are through, they've qualified. Will they step back slightly? That can happen.
It can. I don't know if it will, because there's something for them to play for. They want to get, they're into that 1 versus 2 game in the playoffs. They want to get hammer and rock selection in that game with 1 win today. And then a perfect record is also something they're trying to attain. It's only been done twice before by fellow Canadians Rick Folk and Kerry Burtnick, including winning the title that year. Also, the Canadian women's team just went on a perfect World Women's Championship title. So they'd love nothing more than to add their name and have a male and men and women perfect World Championship.
Yeah, Rachel Homan in Beijing, unbeaten all the way through, and it really doesn't, I think that was only the 3rd women's team ever, so it really doesn't happen all that often. That really is quite a special thing. Yeah,
it was the 3rd in round robin, the first to ever go and win the championship going with a perfect record. So that was quite impressive. To the Kerry Burtnick, Rick Folk, 95 and 80 respectively. They've went and won the title perfect that year. Gushue will try and do that against a guy he's familiar with. He played him in 2006 at the Olympic Winter Games. Actually, it was Italy beating Brad Gushue, so maybe a little revenge there.
Joel Retornaz has beaten Canada in the past. So there he is with that distinctive beard. as we get this action underway with Daniele Ferrazza, the 24-year-old lead for Italy. He's from Trento originally and plays out of Trentino Curling Club. And when he's not curling, he's a carpenter. I wonder if you can craft a maneuver here.
Build an upset. Of course, I mean, even if they don't find a way to get into the playoffs and you knock off Canada, you can be the team to say, we beat Team Canada. We're the only team in round robin that beat Team Canada so far.
Jeff Walker, the lead for Canada. He's an instructor and greenskeeper when he's not curling at the Derrick Club from St. John's. Originally from Alberta, a place called Beaver Lodge. Do you know it, Luke?
I do, just outside of Grand Prairie, the major center in northwestern Alberta. It's about a 5-hour drive from Edmonton.
Oh, very local then.
Has lots of family, and like they have a suite. I can see in the corner of my eye, they're down just to our left from where we are sitting, and they get to enjoy. They've been here all week long with the maple leaf on.
Yeah, good to see friends and family piling out to support the players here. Lots of families of the countries have travelled here to support the teams. And we have lots of nationalities living in Edmonton, turning out with their flags, supporting the different countries, lots of different colours. And the Canadians are very supportive of good curling anywhere in any team, aren't they, Luke?
They'll be cheering shots made on all sheets and both sides in this game, obviously with a little bias to the Canadian side. They've been delighted with the way this Canadian team has played. If you look at numbers, and for us it's a nice thing to look at for statistics of how they're playing.
First World Championship for Gushue, though. It's been a long time coming. And what a championship he's having.
And he won the championship in his home city in St. John's, Newfoundland. Team Canada playing 92% as a team, while 80% for that of Italy. The high game percentage-wise for Italy all week long has been 87%. The low percentage as a team for Team Canada, 86, and that was in game 1, where they're still trying to figure out the ice.
Yeah, that's good stuff. This is Andrea Pilzer, also from Trento originally, and the Trentino Curling Club. This is the top curling team in Italy. They only have around 500 curlers or so. But the ones that they have are very, very passionate about the sport. He's a student.
And that was a hog stone. They don't get it over the hog line, so comes up short.
Always tricky in the morning draw as well. First game on.
Brett Gallant, second for Team Canada.
Also from St. John's, born in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. Long, long way from here.
Yeah, on the eastern part of the country.
World Junior Champion, or silver medalist rather, in 2009. So youth and experience in that Canadian team.
No, we're not. Okay, thank you. Okay, Gators said he's looking into it. Sounds better now.
Same weight?
Yeah, perfect.
So Joel Rotornas and Amos Mossenar
Same weight.
looking on. Second stone from Brett.
Little less weight. Hard. Yep. Hard all the way. Hard. Hard.
Brett's had quite the run.
Go, Jeff. Go, go,
2 big games yesterday that they
hard.
won to clinch a spot in the 1-2 game. Trying to stay perfect. And the team was perfect. Brett was perfect yesterday. Didn't miss a shot statistically.
Yep, 100%.
Back-to-back 100% games.
That's this Italian team back on the world stage this last couple of years. They disappeared for a little while. Joel took time out. Couldn't resist coming back. He's 33 now. Skip for Italy. Born in Geneva originally, actually. Now lives in Gembra.
Has a real passion for the game. And we'll hit that on the nose. Of course, his second World Championship with this foursome.
4th appearance overall. 2005, 2010 and 2015. Seems to do it in five-year cycles. And best finish 10th. Mark Nichols, 3rd for Canada.
Well, Mark was
7.
in that 2006 Olympic Winter Games, along with Brad Gushue, who lost to the Italian side. They did go on to win the gold medal, so.
One of the fittest guys you'll find around, Mark. He's a personal trainer. Lives in St. John's.
Well, with that rollout by Nichols, as Canada does have the hammer in this first end. Like the out-turn come around, try and hide behind that guard, get a force in this end.
Started curling 23 years ago. Joel. Lots of businesses in Italy. And speaks Italian, French, English, German and Chinese. He's
That is
some
impressive.
guy.
Very talented individual.
I got a 13.8 on that.
I was going to say, it looked hard.
Just talking about the numbers there.
That's about 4 feet slower than kind of what it's been, I'd say.
Well, they're talking hog-to-hog time, a 13.8.
4 feet's a lot.
Yeah, and a bit slower, so I'll see if I can get a time and to confer what they throw. Just referring to it of other games that they played, the ice has been very consistent. After first day had some frost, they had to deal with that.
Line's good. Whoa, room.
Line's good if you don't
Back
bounce.
No, it's got a curl.
No, can't bounce with this line. No.
No bounce they're looking for. Is it just going to nestle up?
Foot heavy. Okay.
Well, it was right around the 14 mark, so maybe not quite as heavy as they thought it was going to be.
Oh, foot heavy.
Doesn't curl much either, though.
Another inch or two.
That little bounce and just a bit heavy. I think an opportunity you can try and play this tap, try and roll it away.
Tanta, just, no? Per in control. Va bene, just.
I mean,
Yeah.
a foot heavy, but
Now, having said that, I thought your one curled a lot because I thought we were going to be on the guard for most of the way down the sheet.
Amos Mosner, just 22. Been curling a long, long time though. He's a farmer in Gembra in Italy. And he loves beach volleyball as well. Well, he's the right height for it.
Very tall man, but that one will crash on the front. An early mistake, and this Canadian team has taken advantage
Try and
throughout
guess
the
and go
week.
here.
How many teams in this first end have Canada taken advantage of throughout this round robin?
More comfortable with this.
9. Sitting at 9-0.
Hitting straight away, straight off the mark in the first end.
We can, as long as we just cross the shade, I guess, right? We want to probably move that.
It's going to be a blank.
Got to move it an inch.
Move that, or just be right on 3/4 of the yellow.
Yes.
Yeah, I like this for me.
They played well this week, these two, generally.
get to the inside and bump it in.
They'll be relatively pleased with their
Stay here more.
performances.
Pretty good, but he probably threw 6 feet more than he would for the draw.
This is a big ask.
It's another rock down there, though. Should be
Yeah.
close to draw now, shouldn't it?
I don't think it is, Brad. That's
Yeah,
so
not
nice.
quite
Like
draw
it's-
speed. I'd say just a little less than that.
Brad, no stranger to the international circuit. He's won a World Junior, an Olympic gold medal, trying to become one of just 4 players that have won a World Junior, a World Championship, and an Olympic gold medal.
Line's good.
Line's good.
John Morris, Ben Hebert of Canada have done it, and Eva Lund of Sweden as well.
And over such a long time scale as well. It's not as if all these things happened in a space of a couple of years. It's just retaining that high level of
Fantastic.
competitiveness. What a lovely shot.
Just knowing the weight, it didn't sound all that confident in the hack of what the weight was going to be.
able to get it out.
I've seen almost be able to throw some rockets down the ice. See if they'll be able to try and spill these out. I don't know if
Is that what
the
they're
top one
looking
can
at?
go, if he can try and spin it off those back 2 and roll everything out.
There is a gap.
I wouldn't want to have to throw this one. This one will be coming quick.
What would be their other option?
Other option, try and just freeze to it, or just peel the stone biting the forefoot out and concede your 2. That's no picnic either.
Expect some weight at this. Here we go.
Well, look at that one. It does spin it right out, bounces off and right out of the rings.
Great shot from Mossener.
Wow, that one went a lot easier than I thought it would.
All about the line here. Look at that. Bang. And there it goes.
It's an inch more.
Was that good, Skip, he says? Was that okay?
Yep.
So last stone of the first end.
Earth clean.
So that super shot from Mossener.
Shot.
Clearing things away. So everything stays as was. First end blanked. Canada 0, Italy 0. Back underway in this second end of our feature game between Canada and Italy. Final day of round-robin action here at the Northlands Coliseum. So much still to happen. So many different scenarios to conclude. We shall keep you updated on how things progress, but this is the one we'll be focusing on. Canada already through, unbeaten. And Nice, easy, steady first end for Italy. Look, just to the settle everything really, the ice, and probably for Canada too, actually.
Yeah, and for Italy, and Maziner, who missed his first, ended up wrecking on the front. And he throws the big weight on his second, able to spill everything out. Didn't know if it was going to go, and left an opportunity to get out of that first with a blank, because Canada, a very tough team to steal against, have not given up a lot of points. They will have to try and utilize the hammer and try and get Canada into taking a single point, but Canada has scored more multiple point ends with the hammer than just singles throughout the competition, which is being very efficient with the hammer.
Yeah, they've made the most of it, haven't they?
Yeah, a stat that a
Absolutely.
lot of teams like to use is how you are with your hammer, scoring 2 or more points. So
That's one end out the way, though, for Italy.
first stone in the corner guard is the centerline guard in a great position for Italy.
Top 8, top 4.
Line's good. Yep. Yep. Hard.
Heavy, Brett. It's not heavy.
Hard for line.
Weight's good.
Hard for line. Hard, guys. You gotta go.
Well, smart call,
Hard.
knowing the side they have the corner guard on, trying to freeze with that angle.
Hard, get in here. Go, 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 go.
Is it going to get there?
Okay, good shot, Jeff.
Yep.
Good judge.
Nicely played.
Did you see that black
Yeah.
speck?
Right to the nose, actually over curls a little bit. Pilser now try and corner freeze that stone.
E la su un po'. 3. Su. Oh, linea buona. Linea buona, 4-2, freeze. Linea buona. Linea molto buona. Tira giù. Linea buona, no, tira giù. Hard. Tira. Hard. Tira, tira, tira.
His sports hero is Glenn Howard. Andrea.
Glenn Howard was actually in attendance last weekend
Yeah.
as they were honoring all the teams that have won curling championships in Edmonton. Glenn winning the 1987 Canadian Championship in Edmonton and the 2007 World Championship here in this building.
Great role model for any curler or any sportsman or woman.
Glenn Howard as well was in Beijing coaching the Scottish team. He's skipped by Eve Muirhead.
Yep, and they won a bronze medal.
Glant peels that centerline guard, just opening things up into the house.
Okay.
Not a big fan of that curl.
Always great to get the comments afterwards and before and during. It's a real privilege to be able to hear what the players are thinking.
Buona 3.
Don't really get it in many other
Linea buona,
sports.
te la su un po', Danda.
Not many at all, and especially live, where
Come?
other sports you get it and it's recorded and edited. Here,
No, sola.
it's live in the moment.
Sola, niente, mai. Neanche a toccarla.
So you get the emotion, you get the analysis. Great stuff.
Solid hack.
Enough room to get that by there.
Yeah, I just have a 2 inches
Yeah.
curl.
So hit and roll off that
here, eh?
top one. They want to avoid
I
those
think
two
it's gonna
stones.
be, yeah,
They have a
just,
good angle with their red stone.
Just board out of the hand. Eh?
Yeah.
Put the pressure on every Italian shot with another counter in the rings.
It always looks so intense looking that, those eyes,
Hard.
Hard not to nose it.
Really hard. Mark.
determination, focus, it's all there.
Stay on it, guys. Stay on it.
But they're working very hard at this one. Go, Jeff. Is it going to catch the guard?
Keep going.
Come on, get it
Keep
in the
going.
rings.
Want to try and get that one into the paint, and it'll be closed into the
Sliding
house.
really tight there, Brett.
They just feel like they're
Glancing to see if it was nibbling.
Heard the comment from Brad, just sliding a little tight, just relaying to him on that one. He's not quite getting out there. They're on it right away, out of his hand. I'm sorry, Brett, but that will end your 3-game stretch of 100% curling. You will not be perfect after that one.
They might go down to 97. They've been playing at such a high pace and high level, this Canadian team. Italy will be looking to take advantage of every little slip up, no matter how small.
1, 2. Vai lassù. Tira. Sul passar. Sul passar, Sul passar. Oh, sul passar. Whoa.
Easy, easy, easy.
Oh. Yep.
Tira.
Okay.
A long guard.
Very long guard. They just got off it because they didn't want to take it too deep and have it over curl. Well, they're deciding whether to play off that side yellow, try and hit and roll in on that. Play the sliver of the red zone that they see with the out turn, but electing to try and hit and roll off this side 12-foot rock.
Look at the power behind that shot, that delivery.
Hard!
Well hit. Now make the double, and just like that, Canada lying 2.
Super shot from Mark Nichols. So much power as well, and it's the control as well, Luke, isn't it? I mean, that very much a control shot, despite the. Oh, wait, look at that.
Have to be pinpoint accurate with that weight because it's not going to curl up a whole lot.
Thin double the other way now.
What's that?
Thin double the other way now.
And already looking at the next shot of those 2 yellows. And we've seen them make these shots all week long. Just to the point where the broom goes down, you expect that shot to be made. You're shocked when they don't make the shot.
Whoa!
Sette!
Yep. Whoa!
Joel Retornas.
Sette!
Whoa!
Anda.
Whoa! Feet!
The well-coiffed mustache and beard combination.
Beautifully coiffured. His hair as well. Nudges that one out. Does he? Does he?
Important to get that one out. You leave that one around. It stays in play, but out of the rings. Canada lies 1.
Right on the button. But exposed.
Any good ideas here?
Could hit and roll off that side one, try and
3/4.
Do that. You gotta get 3/4 though.
Well, what if he got 2/3 and went into the back of that yellow?
It's okay.
Is the hit and roll any good?
What's that?
Like just playing the hit and roll.
It's okay, yeah. You prefer that?
I don't mind either. I'm just asking.
Yeah. He performed a hit and roll just before, which was well executed and well done. This one's a bit more difficult, I think.
Yeah, I think it's gonna curl this direction
Yeah, I know.
anyway.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. It'll make the shot a little easier.
Yeah. Am I trying to hit 2/3 again, or
2/3, 3/4, yep.
just stay close to this one, Brett, because this rock may curl.
Oh, good.
well, expecting this one to go on them. Made a great double on his first.
Yep.
Really got to
by the guard.
Okay, good, good.
That's pretty darn good. They sit in the 8-foot line too.
Good fix.
Oh, man.
We almost got a little smile there.
We heard them talking, not liking the delivery on it, but getting the result and just reacting in the
Thinner, I guess it
in the
comes through a
delivery.
little, right?
A little thinner, yeah. A little thinner, and I think you can
Look at
get
this.
that one out. So.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely say that.
Very nicely done.
I was lucky I hit it. I think.
I just didn't like those two.
Good to watch, even if you're
No,
not
I know.
from your
Especially this one. I wanted to move.
part of the world. If you're from another country, this Canadian team really produces some entertaining curling. And so do these guys too. We saw him
Yep,
in
yep.
that first end.
Control. Whoa.
Almost
whoa.
lost an out.
Whoa. Tira. Whoa. Whoa.
Yes, this one would defense just a hit
Just
rolls.
misses the double.
Full 8.
Yep. Full 8 foot.
Full 8. Spike the like just touch the line.
Wait.
Yeah.
Full 8 foot.
Not many sports where you'd see a 22-year-old competing against
like
the
right there.
37-year-old.
Foot. Yep. That takes away that inch.
Yeah, age. Really just a number. You see a lot of different ones.
You were getting curl here, hey, Brett?
Yeah, I think my
See young players from all the way at 18. Vader Husgens, oldest player at 43. Brad right in the middle there at 37. In his first World Championship, but as some Canadians know, tough to get to this level for Canada.
quick late.
Line's good.
Late's close.
Yep. Yep.
Does he
line.
like it?
Go mid. Line looks good.
Stay down, Brett.
Full 8.
Line looks good. Half the 4, guys.
Stay down.
Half the 4 for line's perfect.
Curling now.
Hard, boys. Hard, come on.
Easy.
Whoa,
easy,
whoa,
easy,
whoa,
easy.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
That's
whoa,
a good
whoa.
spot.
Shot.
Nice shot. Good judge, guys.
Well, they use that long guard trying to generate offense with the hammer.
I thought that was a little bit stalled, didn't you?
Might have left him to freeze. That's the only thing. Another rock.
That freeze is not easy. Oh, man.
It is, yeah, it's a tight hole, but I think it is just there, though.
So Italy looking at the options here.
E lo Galpini. No, è difficile. Pure questo anche. O anche c'è piena. Sì, ne vede ben dopo.
Sì, però almeno il gara a giocarselo, non nel free draw.
Eh sì.
Via così in 7.
Ok.
Sto giù però adesso. Sì. Non la voglia poco di merda per giocare solo giusto.
Well, it looks like trying to go after a shot stone. This is one you
7 roll.
would rather hit and roll out than just skinning and just feathering that top redstone. It partially protects that shot stone.
Grandezza, farne una perché si beccherà la prima.
7. 7.
So he goes with his stone for Italy. Just trying to limit Canada's options here.
Quiet way trying to get past and remove that one. I don't know if they touched that top red. It was very close, but they will get away with it.
Well, we just gotta draw through
Canada
here, I
still
think.
in there with that one
Come off of this, maybe.
Good.
The
red.
turn is the same thing. We're coming onto this, so. Yeah, we just gotta go a little wider.
Watch this one. Watch how close they are to that top stone. Actually does touch it because it
Did it?
redirected just a little bit. Watch close as it will just clip that red stone.
Yeah. We
Oh,
can't
it did
come down.
move.
And you saw the
Rotated
handle go.
slightly. Yep.
Could have been
Yeah, I think it should
deadly.
be.
Just
That must be a sigh of relief there.
Enough?
or just very, very good judgment, which of course it was.
3 to 4 feet more.
Yeah, great sweeping to hold that one for Mosner.
Same speed. That only brings
Otherwise, I was looking at 3 was in play.
With no sweeping, it's top 4.
Yeah.
Right?
You got to think it's going to be slower. Yeah.
Yeah.
So probably 6 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
So Canada look like getting their first points on the board here in this second end.
Yeah, 6 feet, I'd say.
Back 4, back 8.
Clean.
Lots of
Good.
weight.
Well, they
Whoa.
go a little
Back
wider
four,
than
back
Brad's
Back four.
first.
Hold it.
Back 8.
Clean. Back 4.
Whoa.
Just back 4. Clean. Wait
Back
and wait.
4.
Just trying to find the right draw
Back four.
path in order to get into the 8-foot.
Back 4. Whoa. You're good. You're good.
Is it going to catch?
Just a little rub off it.
Nicely done. No problem at all for Team Canada and Brad Gushu. 2 points. Off and running. After second end then, Canada 2, Italy 0.
In the universe that is distinctively curling, the stars have now aligned to deliver the world's ultimate showdown to the world's entertainment capital. Whether you're a storied veteran of events past or a future superfan anxious to attend your first, this is the one. The 2018 World Men's in Las Vegas with our most popular package, the 9-day, 10-night hit and stay for 2 people for just $20.29.
Las Vegas rocks.
We'll look at all the other scores here in the early going of the final day of round robin. 3 draws remaining. USA and Netherlands each take 2 in the first 2 ends, while Russia gets 2 in the first, gives 3 right back to Germany in the third, and the Swiss lead Japan 1-0 in the second end.
So
Can update you is now 2-0 Switzerland. They just put the second single up on the board.
So still early in the games. Nobody stretching away as yet. And in our featured game between Canada and Italy, 2 points on the board for Canada in that second end. Steady start for both teams, really. Nothing too much untoward to worry about. Daniele Ferrazza.
They'll try and take advantage with the hammer. They're going to need to do just that against this Canadian side. They've played a solid first couple ends. And they'll try and continue those results here now. Difference, you look at the points for and against. Italy is even, 56 points for, 56 against. Canada, 77 points for throughout the competition, 29, so they are plus 48. I've only played into the 10th end twice. And that's against the second and third seeds, respectively, Sweden and Switzerland.
Yeah, and I did hear our colleague Swiss Home asking Brad about that. What was the plan for the last few ends if they haven't had much, especially with the way the ice goes in the last few ends as well?
They haven't seen it, so
Yeah.
looking into the playoffs. It'll be an important factor for them. They know they're into the playoff round, along with Sweden are the two teams that have qualified. Switzerland can get a spot in the playoffs with a win.
You know, you think it's nice you can get the game finished, done and dusted, win the game after 6 or 7, have a nice rest, but actually not always a good thing.
Absolutely, and of the other playoff scenarios, it could determine all 4 teams in this draw. If Japan loses, or Switzerland wins and the U.S. win, that means that Japan lost and the U.S. beat Netherlands. The U.S. would be the 4th team to qualify. We'd have all the playoff teams determined in this 15th session.
Yep, it could be, could happen. Lots of other things could also happen.
Absolutely. A lot of people are keeping a close eye on that USA game because there's 4 teams with 5 losses that still have a playoff chance. They all need the U.S. to lose both games today. Right now, USA taking on Netherlands. If the U.S. wins, that eliminates China, this Italian side, Norway, and Scotland from playoff contention.
And it's 2-2, USA Netherlands. Netherlands with their first win yesterday ever for this team in a World Championship.
Just the 2nd appearance for Netherlands at a World Championship.
So I'm sure that will give them a little bit more confidence for today's game. So USA will have to be on their toes. A lot more experienced team there.
Well, miss here in our game. They're trying to play to that one in the house, and it comes up well short. Canada can hit and lie too.
Throw normal here?
Normally.
Okay.
Brett Gallant. After that mistake by Italy.
And nose hit. They're hoping to make a bit of a roll.
Overcompensation from the last few, I think. It was closer though, but yeah.
Still always working. They're got to make sure they stay focused, knowing they're at 9-0. Everything has been going their way. They've been playing well. Breaks and just class of the field so far.
Yep, they'll be an absolute class act. Canada.
And look at that run back, the double peel, and picks that one right off the pot to get all of them moving. Wonderful shot. Andrea Pilzer clears the house.
Was that his plan?
They're hoping for the double peel, and they knew that if you hit it that way, there was a chance it could get the one in the rings. You're not playing it to get all 3. You just know that there's the opportunity if you hit it perfectly, which they did.
Yep, nice shot. Canada rebuild again.
Up for right there.
Play with the hammer.
Curling now.
Yep. Good. Yep, stay down. Little curl.
Should have thrown that on my second.
Good crowd inside the Northlands Coliseum this morning. It's a chilly morning in Edmonton. A few school groups.
You will hear them soon, I'm sure. The dull roar that they create.
Well, wouldn't you come here rather than go to school for the morning?
Absolutely. I remember doing it. Coming to a Canadian championship in this building and watching as a student.
Okay.
Youngsters hoping to be inspired by what they see on these 4 sheets of ice. These are the best curlers in the world. Best men's curlers here. And you might see many of these teams at the Olympic Games next year in Korea. It's a big, big year for countries in qualification. And should Canada go all the way and win this, they get an automatic place look into the Canadian trials.
The Canadian Olympic trials
Yep.
come this December will be in Canada's national capital, Ottawa. Of course, Brad and his team, with the season they've had and on the World Curling Tour and accumulate points, they would get there otherwise, but they get on the podium, they secure one of those berths to the Olympic trials. Another event that has been held here at this building yesterday, honoring the two teams that won the trials in 2009 and went to Vancouver in the Olympic Winter Games there, being Cheryl Bernard and Kevin Martin's teams. Martin winning the gold for Canada and Bernard winning silver.
Okay.
What a story that would be for this team. If they were to get to another Olympic Games and after the season they've had.
Well, and that's what the game has become, into 4-year cycles of building your team. Of course, Mark Nichols, longtime teammate of Brad's, went and played for Jeff Stout in the last Olympic go-round and then came back. Opportunity to win a Canadian title for the first time for this team, for the skip and Brad Gushu, trying to join, as I said earlier, that elite field or elite class of players to win a World Juniors, a World Championship, and Olympic gold.
Well, do you know who would bet against them the way they're playing at the moment?
Trying to hit, just get that separation so there's no double available.
Good weight. It's good.
Is that normal there?
That's normal.
Good.
Italy might fancy this.
They're going to just try and bunch a few stones up together. Get an out in the end where they don't have to take one, knowing that it's tough against this Canadian team to steal
This one looked like it was right in the middle.
or get a fourth.
Yeah, they really do have to make the most of having the hammer and the last stone.
I've been quiet on most normals.
Yeah.
So I was surprised.
I thought the throw was good, Brad.
I thought I was full, if anything.
Just always great to listen into the team's discussions of strategy or how they're throwing the stones, what the rocks are doing. And this team is all about the rocks. They have team members that are charting stones of which other games are being thrown on all sheets at all time. And their coach, Jules Ochar, is known as being a rock nut, that you can never get enough information about the rocks. Longtime coach of that Kevin Martin team.
Same weight, Brad? Yep.
Always looking. You see a shot of him, you'll end up seeing him looking at the other sheets more so than the sheet that they're on.
No better expression for him then than no stone unturned.
There you go.
In terms of the preparation and the knowledge, information that he can give any of the questions that any of the team members have, he will have the answer to.
Hair less?
Yeah, a little less.
Whoa, just
Whoa.
clean.
Just a little less than the
Clean
last.
it. Clean. Yep. Clean.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Good shot.
Just trading hits. It was Italy trying to roll underneath, give himself a shot.
I was just afraid if we rolled a
Get
little this way, he might
out of
try
this
the
with a double.
And spin up for the blank.
Hey, you never know. I'd be all right with him playing that. I would be too, but I'd rather.
I think you prefer to hit.
Yeah.
So last stone of the third. Mosana.
Linea buona. T-line, linea buona. Devono essere sul T-line.
Two red Canadian counters in here.
Semboni, controllala e basta.
And no problem for Team Italy. And the yellow one goes. They have a point on the board. And after 3 ends, it's now Canada 2, Italy 1. Welcome back to our live coverage at the Ford World Men's Curling Championship 2017. This is our featured game in the final day of round robin action. It's Canada against Italy, and it's 2-1 to Canada going into this next end. Alison Walker and Luke Coley guiding you through the action here inside the Northlands Coliseum in Edmonton in Canada. Good to have you with us. 3 other games, of course, going on, and we'll keep you updated there. And Jeff Walker, 91% for the tournament overall. For Jeff, crucial role in the team lead player.
Top 12. Hard line. Little light.
It's been solid numbers. He's tied for first among leads. I was joking before the game. Wonder if the team's razzing him. He's the only player on the team to not have a 100% game yet. I don't know if they've looked at it or if they're even too concerned about that.
Daniele Ferrazza, 83%.
Linea buona. Linea buona, Gotze.
Which is still not too shabby, as we'd say, in Scotland.
Linea molto buona. È par buona, eh? Molto buona linea.
Vai, Pil, tira giù, Pil.
Sol freeze.
Okay. Well, nicely placed right in behind.
Be nice if you could bump it a foot. Yeah.
Couple more feet, Jeff.
Yeah.
So the red sleeve
Top
look,
four.
is that protecting an injury, or is that for the
It's a pressure.
sweepers?
It's with the sweepers. You see they'll wear it on the arm. They're sweeping to the front of that stone. So see Nichols and Gallant both wearing it.
Hard line.
See it with some pitchers sometimes in baseball. It just keeps everything tight. Helps with the muscles well over a long week.
Way different than his.
Just trying to figure out if it's a stone or if it's the weight that's causing just not throwing enough weight. Coming up short on the front for Walker.
You don't see him making too many mistakes, so
But now there's a hole.
Andrea Pilzer, 78%. He needs to up things a bit in this game. He's played quite well in this game so far. Through that port, not quite.
Touches the front just a little bit.
So close to making it there.
Love to be able to bump it, but. What'd you think there?
He looked harder to me, but last time they went exactly where I thought they would.
So a couple of wayward stones from each team.
Yeah, and Brad would love to just come down and play draw weight, tap that yellow on the nose, push their red back and create a different angle and separation. But where that red stone is right in the line of a draw to play that. So they're playing around with the intern around the center line guard.
Get a little light.
Good. Top 4. Line's good. Weight's nice. Yep.
It's not heavy.
Really curling, guys. Hard. Hard. Where is it?
Biting the 8. Top 12.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't overlap these. Okay, good shot. Good, Mark.
Yep.
Well, it really came down because at one point they were saying top 4 and it ends up going top 12 foot.
Just to give you an idea of the difference in numbers of curlers in Canada and Italy. Over 1 million roughly in Canada. In Italy, they have around 440, 260 men and 120 women and 60 wheelchair. just 10 ice sports facilities.
Of course, the Olympics a big boost for the sport as well, as that run back will over curl.
Okay.
Trying to come up with some more shots, and if he misses back-to-back there, leaves still Canada lying one.
Which is okay.
How deep? Top 8, top 4 depth. Okay.
What are you thinking for weight here, Brett?
Yeah, a little more, and I just threw it. Looks like
Similar ice to
tight
what Brad
ice, but-
threw his second
Yeah.
last shot in the first.
Just be nice and positive.
Second.
Yeah, I'll be into it. 4 feet more.
I think at 4 to 6.
Should be good.
Line's good.
Line only
You're way
right
out
now.
there, okay? You got a lot of line right now. Whoa.
Back 8.
Yeah,
Hold
we're real heavy.
Stick with it.
It's coming
Line
down.
is tight.
Whoa.
Lots of room.
Whoa. Coming down.
Whoa. Wait only. Just right
Still
here.
there. Still there.
Whoa.
Just past
Whoa,
that.
whoa, 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 whoa. It doesn't need to curl.
Whoa,
Off
whoa,
tip,
it's
off tip.
buried. Whoa.
Great shot.
Yeah, it is. It's covered. It's buried, as they call it.
Man,
Came
that
down.
come down.
That was thrown
Go
hard.
anymore. If he plays this,
Great communication there, Luke, between
It's a great shot.
the 4 players of Team Canada. Absolutely crucial in that shot placement.
Se lasci finire fuori questo ancora meglio.
Yeah, just talking weight, what they needed to throw, what they need to get it in that spot, what it's going to be.
Giocare solo nel roll non è buono.
Eh?
Giocare solo nel roll con quello di davanti.
Perché resta lo primo e secondo, de tre, e dopo il varenco in terzo, magari in
Ah,
mezzo. Dopo è tu Serrano.
Vieni a ciapo.
Joel Rotornez trying to beat Canada here, and Brad Gushu beat him at the 2006 Olympic Winter Games in an extra end, 7-6, scoring 1 in that extra end. It's actually Canada having to steal and 10 to force the extra end.
11 years ago, though, and they're still playing at the top level.
Slash that one in, still Canada lying 2. Saving grace is that Yellowstone perfectly frozen on for Italy.
Probably throw my straighter one.
Towards the side. Certainly can do that too, Brett. I don't know. Might be shade early for that.
Yeah. The guard.
Throw the straighter rock. Which rock do you want me to throw, Brad? The straighter one or the one that curls?
But throw a straighter one.
Like the guard.
Half? Half? Yeah.
Halfway.
So on a halfway guard, and this is where you don't have a matched pair of stones. They're watching it. Mark's comfortable throwing, having one that curls a bit more, that they need to play a come around. Throwing a guard, okay, making sure we're on the page, we'll put the same page, we'll put the broom down where it is a little bit straighter to throw the guard, so a little bit easier to manage for the sweepers.
Mine's a little bit tighter than I'd like. Straight rock.
Half. They cost 90% for the tournament.
A little higher than half.
Whoa! Off!
Let it stop.
Off!
Let it stop. It's over curling. Okay, Mark. Good.
Canada not happy with where it is. They thought it over curled.
Just took some off that, eh?
Yeah, I kicked it. I felt like I.
Sarei piuttosto prevenuto su queste. Sono in 7. Sono in 7?
Alta questa, eh?
Sì, sì, piena. Ho giocato anche prima.
Piena, 3/4, anche a mezzo il storto, va bene.
Well, Joel went down to take a look at it.
Nove pure 7.
They'd love to be able to punch that one all the way back and through. And even if they roll a little bit and set up an angle onto that other red would be perfect. With the guard over curling a little bit and being a higher guard for Mark Nichols.
There's a little opening here for Italy if they can make the shot.
Whoa. Ocho. Whoa. Whoa. Danda. Danda. Boomba danda. Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Well, now they're sweeping to get that curl, try and line it up. Just over curls a little, or under curls, pardon me, not to line it up, rolls off the face. If it sits on the corner, they have a perfect angle onto that Canadian stone.
Looks like it touches it, doesn't it?
Trying to roll away, they can actually try and push that yellow stone straight sideways.
Normal, yeah.
Let's see what Mark Nichols can pull off this time.
Normal. Normal. Whoa. No, never, 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 never. Never, never, never curl. Sit.
Well, it rolls off to the side and will sit just in time to lie two. And when things are going, they continue to work as the rocks listen. Completely different story for teams that have, pardon me, that have been fighting it a little bit. A Germany team, say, for example, that plays that may not, doesn't feel like every one of those shots is going to work out in your favor.
No, that's fine. He's got to make a good one.
That was quite a cool shot from Mark Nichols. Made it look very easy indeed. %, almost.
I'd say he's the tallest player in the field, or
So it looks tall because he's quite lean as well, isn't he? So a couple of the Dutch lads are actually quite tall too, because if they're still growing.
trying to keep this one going. Get it full 12 foot, and it'll come up short. It looks like it's still Canada lying two.
Probably right there.
I think we want to be either.
Well, I don't want to be there because then he freezes out, counts that. I think just high enough that he can't freeze. Right there.
Okay. Yeah.
Just nibble the 4 foot, Brett.
Yeah, I kind of see that coming back, but I think that's
Well-
good. As long as we're high enough that he can't get shot.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's probably close. Yeah, I'm going to say minimum because I don't mind as long as we get a piece buried, it's good.
Yeah. So do you want to go an inch more?
No, that should be fine.
I got a 15 on his.
So they want to go around and
Yeah, 15-1 I got.
beat Italy to the punch, knowing that that's their out, is to try and draw around. Canada right where they want against Italy and wanting to try and get Mosner to be throwing draws.
Throw and draw to the button.
Throwing
Hey, Jeff.
60%, or pardon me, 64 draws to 98 takeouts through the event. So there's a little discrepancy of
A big discrepancy.
Yeah, just a little, like a foot or two.
93% the Canadian skip.
Brad's played 2 games this week at 100%, which you rarely see a player do once, let alone a skip do, and he's done it twice at a World Championship.
Right in the 4.
Wait. Room.
Mine's good. Room. Oh, it needs a curl, guys. A little. Red sand needs a curl.
All that preparation, all that work
Right to 4
goes
foot.
into
Gotta go.
preparing a team for something
gotta
like
go.
this is
Good.
paying off.
Hard. Come on, a little more. Keep going. Hard. Hard. Hard.
All right.
It's not bad.
They're not unhappy with that, but
Sweet, guys.
Yeah, pretty good.
Not as far as they wanted. Tough to play a hit on it because you got to bring that guard into play. I don't know if a triple is available, but the triple, you could make the double and roll out and give it just a straight draw for 2. Talked about the red-yellow combination.
it's all about the angles and about that high guard as well.
Vieni la rossa, no? Che dici, Danda?
Piena.
Quella alta.
Play one of the doubles, isn't it? It's this run back, he's never getting shot.
I don't think, unless
And if he does, he's wide open.
Yeah. He can't crisscross it enough, can he?
I don't think so. And not with enough speed.
Adesso è 3.
Noi la piena qua.
E lo lauri giù uguale.
Sì, noi dobbiamo nasconderne un po'.
Ma
Piena. E dopo lo rischia il jam qua.
No, che altri tiri che è?
Guarda sta guardia qui in mezzo, da contare.
Just from looking at the indication, they're looking maybe hitting that one on the center line, top of the 8-foot on the nose, but it still leaves a routine draw for 2 for Canada. There's a couple doubles. You play the 2 in the 8-foot, try and make that one, or try and hit off that top one just thrown by Brad and Team Canada. Roll off to the side. Taking a long look at the run back, but you really got to play this across the face of it, and the angle is so steep to try and go red, yellow, and get in for a shot. Even still, probably leaving your guards rolling off in a hit for 2 or 3 for Canada.
That whole risk-reward thing that they always consider.
Playing quieter weight at this one. Real tough to manage because you got to hit that one perfect.
Well, if he pulls the shot off we think he's going to do, then this will be a pretty good effort. Let's see what happens.
Well, they know they need to make some shots. It's really tough to come back, but you can't give up multiple scores to Canada. This, try and get a force or a steal, taking a little risk.
Whoa. Whoa. Ocho. Whoa. Whoa.
Right, how's the line? How's the line? Let's.
Whoa.
Tap over the top, push that one into, and we'll get shot. Stone.
Well.
Get shot, but there's options available for Canada. That was the problem. They had to hit it and get it perfectly frozen.
It was a nicely played shot.
Had to catch it a little bit thinner, I think, to sit on the corner of that red Canadian stone. Gushu could play an out-turn tap to come down. They could play that one he just threw.
Yeah, I know.
And this could be for
Not
5.
worried about the guard. We're worried it's this one, right?
Oh yeah,
it's
if we get by
this one,
guard,
it's
probably
good.
no good.
That's what happens sometimes.
This thing is solid board.
Look at all those reds hanging about, and he knows it.
And Italy playing that run back brought another red stone into the rings. So shot stone for Italy.
I just can't see it going
All
huge
or
with
nothing.
solid board.
Steal or
You like that ice?
chance for 5.
Looks pretty good to get
What
by
a swing this would be for Canada.
Yeah, I like that ice. Yeah, if I was throwing heavy board, I don't think I'm ever hitting that 12-foot rock with that ice. No. So.
So here he goes. Stone of this 4th end.
Solid board. Whoa.
Crowded cheering already. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing if you're Canadian.
Well, got to get past that one in the 12-foot. And they get a break right there.
What a shot and what a number for Canada. That was the risk from the previous shot from Italy. And we've got it set up. That could well be the turning point in this game.
Not bad, but
Watch the little rub on that one, top 12-foot. They get enough,
I didn't think it was
just
gonna
a
be that
little,
close until the very end. I thought
to
they'd
touch
be
it
better, Nick.
and score a 5. That's their second 5 of the week.
It could change everything in this game. After 4 ends, it's now Canada 7, Italy 1.
In the universe that is distinctively curling, the stars have now aligned to deliver the world's ultimate showdown to the world's entertainment capital. Whether you're a storied veteran of events past or a future superfan anxious to attend your first, this is the one. The 2018 World Men's in Las Vegas with our most popular package, the 9-day, 10-night hit and stay for 2 people for just $20.29.
Las Vegas rocks.
Well, look at all the other games here. Pardon me, in draw 15, USA back on top against Netherlands 4-3. Germany, a 1-point lead over Russia in the 5th end. And Japan over Switzerland in the 5th end, 3-2. That game, Canada 7-1 up on Italy and took a risk. It was a very low percentage shot for Mosner. Had to hit it absolutely perfect to get in there to try and shot. It's almost a 2-1 game. You just try and.
But they must have looked at that possibility that it could be a 5. Had they not been able to pull off the perfect shot, so might they have not decided a less risky option at that point, because it's changed everything. Because we're hanging right in there, Italy.
And maybe the thought process is we don't we'll give up another 2. We're down 4-1. It's tough coming back in that. We try and go and maybe get a mistake, and they just about did from Brad. He overthrew it a little bit. He got a little fortunate with the rub on that top one, and it ended up being the 5. Leaves us 7-1, and likely another early one for Canada. They play so well in this defensive mindset. It really makes it difficult. I think part of that maybe factors in that against another team, Italy maybe goes and plays a double and says, okay, draw for your 2, and then we'll get to the next end, try and score 2. And
so it's because it was Canada they felt they had to.
It might be. You see how well a team's playing, and you know. But it's picking your spots. He wasn't far off in making a shot.
No, it was a good effort. It was a very good effort from Mosner, but didn't come off. And the upshot is they have lost 5 shots and a 7-1 down, and that's hard to take when you've actually been playing pretty well too.
And Canada with a win will guarantee first place in round robin, and they'll be then getting hammer and rocks in the 1 versus 2 game, which is important. And they would have a shot at a perfect round robin tonight against Norway. And Canada in good position with the 7-1 game chance. Canada and Italy on opposite sides for the Olympic qualification. It's a 2-year system. We're looking at it before the game, getting to the final. Still tough to determine who will be where. But last year, Canada gets 14 points for the world title that Kevin Cooey's rank won. Now Brad Gushu and his team will have them in top 4, so they will qualify Canada for the Olympics. Italy will not. They were not there last year and won't have enough points to jump over because the top 7 make it in, plus host Korea. We figure it's basically between Denmark, who's not here this year, but finished 2nd, so has 12 points. Norway comes in at 8 points, and Scotland comes in at 6 points. Those 3, depending how Norway and Scotland do in this final day, will determine those last couple teams to qualify.
And then, of course, for others that haven't, there's the Olympic qualifier in the Czech Republic in December. So still another chance for some of the other teams to get to Korea, to Pyeongchang in 2018.
Look at that. They're trying to peel it off the top. Just sticks it a little thick on that one, and it stays in the side of the house.
Canada have been used to this kind of scenario, finishing teams off quite early, getting big scores in the first part of the game, and then playing defensively, I suppose. Don't have to try anything too fancy for the remaining part of the game. But Italy have to keep focused. It's still quite early in the game. They get a couple here and just eat away at that lead. You never know.
Try to just keep plugging along. Italy's last round robin game will be against Norway, who
pretty high.
will be important for that Olympic qualifying. Looking unofficially, you can U.S. in a good position to qualify for the Olympics. They finished 3rd last year, with 10, so get 10 points. Japan will have qualified. They can't drop low enough. It would be the first time they would qualify other than hosting the Olympics. Of course, all these unofficial by my math, which is okay. Not great, but okay.
Well, it's quite complicated.
And then Sweden and Switzerland looking solid to get in there as well, as they'll be into the playoffs.
It's really Norway and Scotland that are the kind of floaters, if you like.
And back home, Denmark and
And Denmark as well.
Rasmus Dione back home in Denmark watching and
I'm sure he is.
Following closely to see
Sure
if his
he
team
is.
will be, or if their country will be in as we see. 6 ends are a minimum to be played in this game. 38 minutes of thinking time given with a 160-second timeout. Don't know if we'll get to the timeout in this game with the 7-1 score. It has been quite the show this Canadian side has put on. I don't know if they'll see what the ice is like in the 8th, 9th, or 10th ends in this game.
Yep, yet again. We saw a couple of slight missed shots, if you like, in the first couple of ends, but actually they've been every bit as impressive in the last few. 5, as you can see, in the 4th end. Killer blow as far as Italy are concerned. One small mistake.
Sure, Mark.
I'll just remove those stones. Canada lying 2.
Sua prima?
Sì.
Quella
Su quella più alta.
fino a pool 3-6. Senso da? Senso da tanto, esatto. Buona questa, 5-1!
Just trying to find a way to keep stones in play. Find a way,
5-2, 5-1.
5-2.
hide something.
5-2, scarso.
5-1.
5-1, di line. Di line.
Okay.
Senso da gioco è brutto proprio.
If you're Italy, look, what
On
are
the
you
nose?
thinking after that?
Or do you want to
They
try
didn't show
it,
too
kid?
much emotion
up
after
to
losing
you.
that 5, but
Killed that one on the back.
it's a hard one to take, isn't it?
Try it thin and
It
kill the
is.
bone
You try
in the
and bounce back.
or-
You're just trying to play shot by shot.
Yeah, it's thin.
Okay, let's
No one-
play the nose then, Brad.
Maybe a
I
learning
think so.
moment, a learning
Yeah.
opportunity in this one.
Really set different
Same,
targets.
do you like the same turn or not?
Sure. Yep.
You guys like this?
Yep.
It's good.
So in a position where it's real tough to just pick it clean and try and blast it off one of those so there's no pocket.
Yep. Really hard.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You gotta go under. Okay.
Well,
Everything gets shaken about.
mistake
Gone too far.
Sorry, guys.
and an opportunity for Italy now. So they put in a spot and they got the mistake from Canada.
Come?
Just remind you of that Netherlands-USA game.
Oh,
It's
no,
4-all now.
Già, sta bene, secondo me.
Netherlands hanging in there against
Oh,
the
prima
American
prima,
side.
sulla mulata
After
del
5
merda,
ends.
ho battuto la guardia, però.
4-4 between Russia and Germany as well.
Yeah, Russia's still looking to try and get that first win. They lost yesterday to Netherlands, who got their first win.
Japan and Switzerland is a close one as well. So really this is the only game that's got that huge lead for Canada, as you can see.
Normale quasi, Pilt?
Okay.
Italy just to steady the ship here, go into the break and try and reassess possibly their goals in the second part of the game. Maybe just thinking, let's win the second part, if not the whole game. So big crowd, lots of school children inside, getting the morning off school.
Time to get loud. You're going to be on TV.
Guess who they're supporting? So enjoying the action here, no doubt, and they enjoyed that last end, I'm sure.
A little less than half is probably ideal.
So Italy gets the mistake. They now
Nice,
have a
Brett.
chance to lie to,
No, I think it's tight.
and Brad's going after this double.
It's pretty good. I think it's good. Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Yeah, I don't know, he's very happy here.
And we'll go just underneath. There's 2 missed shots by Canada. You don't see that very often in an
I don't
end.
think I've seen Brad miss anything in the games I've covered. He's got the world on his shoulders there, Joel. Bit of a sigh.
Does not look like it'll be a repeat of 06 at the Olympics and Italy beating Canada.
I got it in enough.
You're sliding just a little wide.
Yeah.
Such a perfectionist.
Linea è buona.
4-3. Dai, sotto.
Dosen.
Sola.
Dai,
Dove?
sotto. 5-2.
3.
No sign of the sweepers at all here. Still going to stick around though.
Qual era?
I'll see if Brad gives this one a run as well.
One.
Make the double or just hit and roll over.
Half?
Yeah, I don't think this side's going to go that much.
I agree.
I like there.
Yeah.
Throw peel weight, try and double off.
Thin half. I don't know if...
There's a long distance between them.
Can't go over the top, I don't think.
Little less.
I heard the comment from Mark, tough to go over the top by hitting it too thick and then rolling all the way out over the top of that one. If you're gonna not move it out, you're probably gonna just roll over if it's too thick on that first one.
Close. Whoa.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa. Off. Off. Yep. Yes.
Come on, look at
He's gonna get
this.
it. He's going to get it. Yes, he is.
Yeah, you give him 2 shots of that, he's gonna make a double.
Another tremendous takeout from Brad Gushu. Crowd loving it. It was always on, wasn't it? Look at that. So Italy's chance of 2 has gone.
And where the shooter goes, it's deep in the house. They're just gonna take their 1 and head into the break, giving the hammer back and the big deficit.
Last stone of the 5th from Amos Motana of Italy. There's a glimmer of hope for a while there. Might pick up 2.
Linea buona, T.
Not much of a dent is going to be made into that Canadian lead. A nice draw from Mosner. Secure that single point. Cheers of Canada, Canada. And they must be feeling good after 5 ends. And into the break, it's Canada 7, Italy 2.
Well, second end of our feature game, Canada against Italy. And after unable to get in there for a shot, it's now a draw for a second point by Team Canada and Brad Gushu. The outturned draw was wide open to get in there. Had to go a little bit of different route, but still an early lead.
Yeah, if I was
Fourth
throwing
end.
heavy board, I don't think I'm
After
ever hitting that 12.
Double raise, tap to try and get in for a shot. Italy and almost Mosner, great effort, but left this a little wick off the top and a huge end. Canada with a 5 spot in that one. And a controlling lead, and after a double by Brad Gushu means almost Mosner. Out-turn draw to take a single point and make it that 5-ender in the fourth as the difference in the game so far as we are in the 5th end break.
And there's the stats. Look, not really much of a surprise there.
No, they're
actually the
Canadian numbers are lower than what they have been.
Yep,
We've
so
seen
that
some
is a
mistakes.
surprise. Yep.
They have had their, not full mistakes, but half shots. 88 to 82 overall. So not bad numbers for Italy either. They're just missing the wrong way.
Yep, 75% on their hits. No stolen points. 7-2 scoreline. There's the updates for you from the other games. Oh, very, very important games. USA, Netherlands still 4-4, 6-0 now. Russia, Germany also 4-4. And Japan 3-2 over Switzerland, 6-0. So it's as if the teams now know that it is really make or break time, really pulling out their A games and trying to make progress up the table in terms of qualification.
Important qualification, trying to get to the playoffs, win a world title, give yourself a chance. Also, Olympic qualification. This is the final of a 2-year cycle for teams to qualify. We could possibly have our 4 teams into the playoffs determined what order, we're not sure. They could all qualify in this draw with a Switzerland and USA win. Would eliminate, a US win alone would eliminate Italy, China, Norway, and Scotland. And US wins and a Japan loss to Switzerland puts them on the outside looking in.
Switzerland trailing at the moment and USA level with the Netherlands. That's still part 2 of their games to develop, and very close games.
Netherlands battling the US there, getting some confidence after a win last night. Daniele Ferraza will start off this 6th end, the second half of our feature matchup.
So what will have been their chat at the interval there, Luke?
Let's go out and try and just put together 8 shots and see what happens in the end. Let's go aggressive. We'll try and go for the steal. We know it's a long way back, but can't afford to Canada. For Canada, it doesn't really matter if Canada scores 1 or they score 6 in this end. It's a long way back either way. Need to go steal in your mind.
You need to go for it and believe. Keep to the game plan. They knew it was going to be tough. Jeff Walker, 85% for this game and 90% for the tournament.
Mine's
we saw
good.
that in the stats just before overall.
It's good. I don't mind not being
just
buried
Stay over there.
here.
You can stay over there. As long as it's there,
Very,
right?
very
Top
slightly
floor.
off compared to what they've been previously. But nothing to worry
Carson,
about.
help there.
Yeah.
That's okay, it's wide open. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So they go into the top of the 8-foot.
Tira pian piano che spazzano. Dai, 3-9 dove
Tirarli al limite, tira, delle online.
Look at that, 98% for Ferraza. Started off the ends well for him. They haven't finished them.
Linea buona. Linea buona 2.
Aspetta, aspetta!
Linea buona. Passava?
Back line.
Well, opportunity now. Jeff Walker can work on a tick shot. We'll try and move this one to the boards. Can't remove it.
Back line.
Back 8.
Clean it.
Back line.
Yep. Yep.
Just
Yep.
through.
Yep. Hard. 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 Low.
Just through.
Yep. Hard. Low. 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 Off. Off.
Sorry, Mark. Shot, Jeff.
Shot, Jeff.
Good shot, Jeff.
Good opportunity to work on that. They haven't been in, as I said, a lot of tight games, only 2 into 10. So I haven't played a lot of ticks through the event. Good chance to work on that and see what the ice is going to do for that shot.
Andrea Bilzer, just 60% look, you know, and that will be disappointing from the coach's point of view as well as the team. He hasn't quite stepped up here. He's had some good games too.
A little surprised with the call. They're playing the hit, knowing you need to steal, you need to try and get those guards in position. They're not in a great spot right now. That one's off. And Canada's going to try and clear that tight guard and kill the one in the house at the same time.
Good Brett Gallant, 90% and 92 for the tournament.
Yeah, not his perfect game that he's had the last 2, but I'm sure he'll still take this one.
And away they both go. The 2 yellows clears everything out of the way and out of the house.
And that's why I would like to see Italy put a guard up on that rather than play the hit. Put a guard, try and keep some stones around, force Canada to play on some guards, and then you can make your play later in the end into the house.
We'll probably see the guard now, will we?
We'll see the guard with nothing in the rings. Just those 3 guards in play right now.
Linea buona.
Tre vicina. Quasi idee medio.
Okay.
Looks pretty thick.
Half is close.
Well, they're wanting to try and clip that corner guard as well, just clear everything out.
Yep. 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 Gotta go hard. Gotta go hard. Hard, Jeff. Off the 4 foot. Go, go, go.
Well, thicker than they wanted, rolls off to the side, so little off. Maybe the focus goes a bit for this Canadian side.
Thought it was just.
They are human.
Really?
Nobody can continue at the 100% level
Yeah, that's
all the
tough.
time.
They have been rolling, and they want to just try and stay sharp. They don't want to take the foot off the gas. This last day of round robin play.
Joel Rotornas, he's been playing well, 98%. So he has upped his game against Canada compared to the tournament overall.
Okay.
Well, and to keep you up to date, the U.S. gets 1 in the 6th end. John Schuster and Team USA was drawing against 5 Netherlands Stones. Lower numbers for Mark Nichols than his tournament at 83%.
Successfully gets rid of that guard. Another one gone. Italy try and build again.
Uno. Tira Gioven. Dai Dan, dai. Dai che l'è buona. Dai, dai. Ancora, ancora, finché la ferma. Finché la ferma, ancora. Ancora, finché la ferma, finché la ferma.
Well, another guard, another peel. Pretty simple game plan for Canada at this point, leading 7-2, in full control of this game.
Yep. Good.
Come Mark.
Sweet.
See if Italy puts up one more guard if they try and come around those two red stones tight to the house. The easiest ones to try and the most productive ones to try and draw behind. Looks like with that ice, that's the call.
Namos not up to the standard he's had in previous games, 73%.
Spazio.
Key miss. It wasn't really a miss. And they lost that 5, it just wasn't quite there. Enabled Brad Gushu to claim 5 points for his team. And that's all it takes sometimes, just a few inches, just one shot. Doesn't necessarily mean you've been playing too badly.
Well, there it comes up short and could try and
Could
spill it
also,
out, and you could actually
peel it.
kick one in.
It spins in. What if you hit here?
That doesn't go anywhere.
That doesn't go very far.
You got to try and get this as spin as you can without touching this. I still don't see you having enough momentum to spin in.
I don't think that would drag this way.
It's already a little bit below
About
it.
this way. I know. I'm just saying, if you want to get one of the rings, that's
I
probably.
think we'd probably just go half buried here. Even just wide open.
Yep. I'm fine with that. It's probably the only
We'd
place.
also just go right here. I'm more than happy to score.
That's true.
Heard the comment, more than happy just to score one. As I said, starting the end. Whether Canada scores one or they score multiple points, it might be enough.
Gives me that full in turn to the button, so.
Half under, top 8, like 4.
Being so far ahead does
that look?
slightly change your thought processes.
That should be good, Mark. So we got just across center with just outside edge of the 8 last time, so. Still the same speed?
Yeah, it's no quicker. It might be
it's no quicker.
slower.
I threw and sort of came down. It seemed
Say 2 feet slower.
Half the 4 foot.
Yeah.
%, keeping his tournament average going.
I thought it was good.
Shoot.
Top 8, guys.
You got room.
Well, they don't want to get buried. They want to be partially open.
Mine's good.
Gotta go.
Go then.
Full 8.
Wolf can switch.
See it coming
Not
around
quite.
now.
Go ahead.
Line's
Keep
good, line's
going,
good.
Jeff.
Don't
Keep
switch.
going.
Stay down, Jeff.
Keep
Come on,
going.
Full 8. Get a full 8. Hard.
Okay.
Hard.
Well, just a bit short, and they wanted.
I thought you threw that the same as you threw it a couple ends ago.
They thought they were a bit light, and they
Yeah.
went
Yeah.
right away. Just goes
I
top
thought it might
12
have been a
foot.
little more, but
A little bit slower.
And Italy's got to try to go for the steal. Saw an indication about playing the hit. You could try and go around that one. You could tap that yellow one straight into the side of the 4 foot. If you tap it at an angle, you might even take away the little run back that Canada has on that one in the 12 foot. But then they also have the guard they can run back. We'll find out pretty quickly.
Messa in 5.
5-3. Stai di più.
Mosner final stone for him.
6. Roland, con tutte e due.
Oh, it's coming around a bit too soon, I think, is it?
Well, trying to tap this one and won't be able to tap it on the right angle.
Redstone still counting for Canada. So,
And a
miss.
Opportunity for 2 more for Canada. Continue their trend of scoring more than 2 with the hammer. As you see the
Probably
gloves
slower this
starting to
half.
come off already.
I think the pass
Yep,
speed should be
key
similar.
mistakes.
Yeah. Yeah. I would
But
think so.
Canada haven't given them very many opportunities at all. Is this team unbeatable in this championship?
They have been so far. Toughest tests behind them in Sweden and Switzerland. A win in this one moves Canada, secures them top spot in round robin. Rocks and hammer in the 1-2 game.
And there it goes, gently easing its way into a counting position. 2 red stones for Canada to increase their lead to 9.
And there are the handshakes. Little discussion, but the handshakes come.
See the flags in the background.
Canada Brad Gusha maybe a little revenge for a victory
I'm not sure that would have
over
been in
the
his
2006
mind,
Olympics, but
yeah, they're having a little exchange here, the two skips. Smiles all round in Team Canada. 9-2 final score in this round robin game this morning. And Canadian crowd enjoying the action. And they're just heading back up the ice to thank them for the support. And he must be feeling very good indeed.
yeah, it's a fun slide when you're done early. You go down, get your gripper from the other side, and the crowd salutes you as you head back down again. Northlands Coliseum. Lots to cheer about for the Canadian fans in Edmonton so far.
Not too much wrong with this team. I wonder if they will be beaten in the end. We shall see. Some good teams making their way up the standings. Let me just update you elsewhere.
Yeah.
We have USA and Netherlands. Look, you've been keeping an eye on that one.
Yeah, John Schuster's been facing a lot throughout. So up 5-4 over Netherlands there. Second end of this one, and Canada an opportunity to score 2. They've done it so many times in this championship so far. And they get to score 2 with the hammer after a blank in the first. No problem, just off that side. Yellow. Canada an early 2-0 lead over Italy. Fourth end, and this the game on this shot after Mosner missed the double angle tap. Brad Gushu, the intern, raised takeout, gets a little benefit of the redirect on that top one to score 5 and a 7-1 lead at that point. Fifth end, and Brad Gushu making a double on his last. Mosner decides, all right, and Italy, let's take one. It is a long way back. That one guides right down in for 1. Gushu, though, still the 5-point lead. But it would be a bigger lead than that after 6. Missed tap by Italy. Olympic gold medalist from 2006. Draws into the house for a second point. And that would be enough. It is 2 and handshakes. 9-2. Canada defeats Italy. Canada First place clinched. 1 game remaining, trying to stay perfect. Allison, not really surprised seeing Canada rolling as we get to show you all those scores throughout this draw.
And so we see the 9-2 for Canada, securing that first position. Switzerland, Japan, very close, look 4-3. And Russia, could they be heading for their first win? 7-4 over Germany, 7th end, and that USA Netherlands one, the cusp as well. So lots of drama still happening out in the arena, the Northlands Coliseum where we are. We've been concentrating obviously on that Canada-Italy game. And
our counterparts, Hans Frauenlob and Swisshelm, are on doing that Switzerland-Japan game, so continue your coverage.
Yep.
Jump on over to them.
Yeah, switch over to that. They're pretty good as well, aren't they?
Yeah,
those
they're good.
two? But
We'll take a little breather and be back later.
We will. We'll catch you guys later. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. This is Alison Walker and Luke Coley saying bye for now.